Hey everybody.
Hello.
We are on our way on a road trip to Chicago, primarily for a D23 event tomorrow at Wrigley Field, in fact. And I'm here with Anya. And we've got a couple stops along the way, but we are off and going.
Here we go.
Apologies for this next section of clips, as I had the camera held upright versus sideways, so there'll be a bit of flipping going back and forth. Our first stop on the destination to Chicago is at Route 66 Creamery. Here we are inside the Route 66 Creamery. We're getting ice cream and cinnamon roll for breakfast. Seems like a solid choice. Stopping on historic Route 66 in Hamel, Illinois as our first tourist stop on our Chicago road trip. We are now here at our next destination, Wally's, home of the Great American Road Trip. From the highway it didn't look as large as it is, but it's pretty big. Say hi, Anya. And we'll see you on the inside. Welcome to Wally's. It's a very long pole using to clean those high windows. So you see they have a food court, a cafe, cold drinks back there, coffee, Wally's barbecue, sandwich station, bakery, popcorn, casino lights, and the massive merchandise section. And you can't forget the Wally's Winnebago. Right in the middle of the merchandise area, next to the old Miners Depot. Pretty cool. Variety of bumper stickers. Follow me to Wally's, Pontiac, Illinois. The bear looks mighty stylish with his Wally's hat. And he's too cool for school. We have made it to Chicago. There's Blue Bottle Coffee, which we did not stop at. We're staying right over there in that building, which is the Voco. Actually, that might not be the building. I think it's the one behind it you can't see. And here's where we'll be staying, at the Voco and IHG Hotel. There's a Voco and the Holiday Inn in the same building, but we are only in the Voco. We have made it to Millennium Park, home of the infamous Bean. We're walking against the crowd here. I don't know where we're going, but we're going that direction. Now we're going to stop here at Kong Dog. Anya really was excited about this. Apparently it's viral on TikTok. Of course, I personally don't do TikTok, but we're going to give it a try. So after about a 45-minute wait, Not sure if it's worth it, but we're gonna see. Here we got our two Kong dogs. We have the churro dog and the potato dog. They look amazing.
They look pretty phenomenal, yeah.
I also got a delicious bubble tea, which I've already started enjoying. So let's see what we're gonna have here. And for the churro dog.
Oh, no cheese pool. Pretty good though.
Made it to the Navy Garden Beer Garden, or Navy Pier Beer Garden, where I am having a Honest Hazy IPA from Tangled Roots. You definitely see the haze from the forest fires from Canada blowing down. We have made it to the end of the pier. Lighthouse in the distance. Very difficult to see in spots. There I am. Hello. The fishies are swimming with me. I'm digital. Lift my leg up. Lift my hand up. Wave. Oh, there's Anya walking in the frame. High five. Boom. We are now about to board the Ferris wheel on top of Navy Pier. If we time this correctly, the Navy Pier fireworks will go off right while we're on the Ferris wheel.
The pier has served as a military training ground, the first home of the University of Illinois in Chicago, and a stage for the world's greatest musicians and Chicagoans. The modern pier was realized in 1993, and today we are in the midst of reimagining the pier for its second century. After 100 years, Chicago's front porch continues to open doors to endless excitement.
They need to hurry up and load everybody down there so we can move on up. Here we go. Right. This is great. We got onto the Ferris wheel at just the right time. That was amazing. We could not have timed that any better. What do you think?
Yeah, that was awesome. Seriously.
Perfect timing to get on the Ferris wheel and ride around while the fireworks are going off behind us in the Navy Pier. Awesome. A long river walk. Wow. Happy 4th of July. We are at a little mini golf called Pixar Putt. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, but it does have some really cool theming in there. You see Monsters, Inc., Incredibles, Onward, Toy Story, all kinds. There's the last group playing right now, but they are closed. And they have a little Pizza Planet golf cart. And of course the Monsters Inc. laugh canister. Oh, there's more folks. There's the Up, Ratatouille. Yeah, Onward, very nice. If only we'd been here earlier, but we were watching some pretty cool fireworks on the Ferris wheel. So worth the trade-off.
Look at the Up, look at it.
Let's go on up.
Oh, it almost went right in.
A little late night treat from Pier Cakes. We got an affogato, horchata, and the ice cream sandwich made of donut and ice cream.
Day 2 in Chicago begins. It's a very rainy day here in the Windy City, but we will be heading over to Wrigley Field shortly enough to participate in the D23 tour of Wrigley Field. But for now, we're just going to watch some boats before we get ready to leave.
It is a rainy Chicago day today, but we are here across from Wrigley Field, and we are going to the D23 event this morning. I see one of our people waiting for us there. We're at the Gallagher Way gate. We are for D23.
4 o'clock. Here's hope at 4 o'clock. D23.
Hello, yes.
Hello. So you go ahead and put down your umbrella.
I like to start every tour by just letting you know that I have the best job in the world. As I walk around Wrigley Field every single day, I get to talk to you about the history of this ballpark. I get to talk to you about the history of my favorite baseball team, the Chicago Cubs. Woo! All right, about 30% of us. Cool. Right over here, this is Therese. Everybody say hi, Therese. Hi, Therese. Therese has a little bit harder of a job on this tour. Her job is to make sure that we all stay together today. So she's going to be following along behind, just picking up any stragglers, making sure no one wanders off, all right? She looks nice, she can get me, okay? We got to stay on her good side. As we're walking around today, you can feel free to take pictures of anything at any time. Nothing's off limits. Take pictures while I'm talking. I don't mind that at all. You can post those pictures online. You can and you should take pictures of me. I love that. One thing that we ask is you don't leave the group in order to find a good spot to take a picture. I'll take you to the best picture spots in the ballpark today. Sound good? Right on. Who's here at Wrigley Field for the very first time today?
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Welcome. Welcome. Those of you, we got ourselves a rainy day here at Wrigley Field. But we're not going to let that dampen our spirits. Rain actually plays a very important part in Wrigley Field and Chicago Cubs history. 2016 World Series. Who knows, we might not have won it without a legendary rain delay right before the 10th inning. So rain does have a very special place in our heart. Are you ready to go see Wrigley Field?
Yeah!
Are you ready to go see Wrigley Field?
Yeah!
There we go. All right, come on.
Wrigley Field for the first time.
And we can talk about all the legendary Cubs players that have played right here. We can talk about Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, We can talk about Ron Santo, Billy Williams, Fergie Jenkins, all the guys from that 1969 team. We can talk about Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, Mark Grace, all of these guys. But there is a place in all of baseball history here at Wrigley Field. I want to take you to the 1932 World Series that was played here. Cubs versus Yankees. Game 3, 5th inning. Charlie Root is on the mound, pitching for the Cubs. Babe Ruth is at the plate, batting for the Yankees. Charlie Root, he works 2 strikes and no balls on Babe Ruth. 2 of them started yelling back and forth at each other. Now, we don't know what they said to each other. What we do know is Babe Ruth stopped talking. And he pointed 1 finger into the outfield. And then on the very next pitch, put a ball in the spot that he pointed at. That's Babe Ruth's called shot, most famous home run in baseball history. Happened right there. The very next pitch of that game, Lou Gehrig hit a home run. So Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig have history here. Yankee Stadium doesn't even have a spot that Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig have been. Ted Williams played the 1947 All-Star game right here. Willie Mays played on this field. Roberto Clemente hit what we think is the longest home run in Wrigley Field history. He hit a home run, left the ballpark just to the left of the scoreboard in center field. Came to rest in a parking lot across the street. No baseball has ever hit the scoreboard. So that's got to be the longest home run ever hit here. This right here, this is the last Major League Baseball field that Jackie Robinson has played a game on that is still standing. Jackie Robinson never played a game at Fenway. He never played a game at Dodger Stadium. This is it, right here. Now, but also we talked about more than just baseball history here. The Bears played 50 seasons here. So we also have history. People like Johnny Unitas have played on this field. Jim Brown. You know, coaches like Tom Landry and Vince Lombardi. They've all got history right here. But Wrigley Field has not just been home to the Cubs and the Bears. The Chicago Sting, professional soccer team, played here in the 70s and the 80s. The Sting played in the same league as the New York Cosmos. Pele played for the Cosmos. So Pele, one of the greatest soccer players of all time, has graced this field right here. Now maybe sports isn't your thing. You came on the wrong tour if that's the case. But this is also, we've had concerts here. We've had some of the most legendary musicians of all time play here. Paul McCartney has played here. Bruce Springsteen, Lady Gaga, AC/DC, Pearl Jam, Jimmy Buffett, Elton John, Billy Joel, Tom Petty, everybody played right here. And we can go even further than that. Because who is the greatest basketball player of all time? Remember what city you're in.
MJ.
Michael Jordan, that's right. Michael Jordan took some time off from playing basketball. Played baseball for the White Sox in their minor league organization. Cubs and the White Sox played an exhibition game here, and the White Sox brought Michael Jordan up for that game. So Michael Jordan has played on this field. So today, when you're watching the game, that's the history that you get to be a part of, is a field that has held the greatest baseball players of all time, greatest football players, the greatest soccer player, the greatest musicians, and the greatest basketball player. There's not a lot of places on the planet that compare to our history here. Now, this is the end of our tour. I hope you had a good time.
Go deep. We're about to. As soon as that pie comes out and magically appears here. And magically, there it is. The Deep Dish Classic.
Look at that. Looks a little warm. That's good.
We are now back at Wrigley Field. It is still raining. We're a little soaked to begin with. Had to go get new shoes and socks. Our pants and shirts are still soaked. We had umbrellas even, but the rain is more than we can handle. We're headed to our seats now for a significantly rain-delayed game, which may be delayed even further. We are still under a rain delay. It's now scheduled to start at 6 p.m. Originally, it was scheduled to start at 1 p.m., then pushed to 4 p.m., then pushed to 6 p.m. They are on the field now, starting the preparations for the game to begin. Game's about to begin. We got our classic Chicago dog. Isn't she a beaut? And of course I got my baseball bat of beverage. Let's enjoy play ball.
Let me hear you now. A 1, a 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the Lobby. They don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
And on the day we are leaving, it is bright and sunny, and the temperature is perfect. But I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. Can't control the weather.
This has got to be probably the best cup of coffee I've ever had. Like, beats Starbucks, Dunkin', like, what is it, blue bottle coffee?
Blue bottle, the Nola
This stuff's
Shikaretta.
freaking, it is good.
We're doing a super touristy thing here in Chicago, going to the Amazon Go store, mostly because Amazon Anya does work for them in a capacity. So here we go. Making a pit stop by the Walt Disney Magnet School as part of the Walt Pilgrimage here in Chicago. And so our Chicago trip came to an end. Here are some of the items that we came back with from the trip. Various things. The shoes are an interesting story because our feet got completely soaked, shoes and socks, so we ended up having to buy new ones unexpectedly. But the rest was either from the D23 event or found out in the wild, so to speak. All in all, very good trip, even with the downpour on Sunday. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.